made some Kool-Aid for you. I know that lemon is your favorite flavor.
45 minutes late.
I ain't going to work today.
Well, why not?
Because I can't work with a man I just had a roller coaster ride with. Word on the street is that he's going to be in traction.
You know me, I just talked to him.
Thank you, Black Dynamite. I'm so happy. You know we can keep it all in the family.
Ooh, you got a fat ass.
Well, you look nice, too. I see money couldn't fix all your problem areas.
Okay.
I see you. After I see you ain't gonna talk to your friend about my crouch or no shit. My thighs rubbing together, skinny girl. You can see it. You see when a girl talk about you, she gonna look right here and then do this. Look at this.
Come through me, he came to me from God. Because you were special. Can you say the word adoption? Adoption. Adoption. Kids that are adopted are special. You say special?
Special.
You think you know how people become mothers? Well, what if I told you that someone left a 4-day-old baby at the hospital with just Kym Whitley's name on the toe tag?
And I was mentoring young girls, and obviously one of the girls got pregnant. She left my name at the hospital.
And she had exactly 2 hours to decide if she'd take him.
Till the hospital called me. Hospital called and said, "We got your baby ready." I was like, I thought it was one of my comic friends. I was like, I didn't order a baby. The fries come with that baby.
But before we get to that absolutely insane phone call that changed her life forever, there's another secret that'll completely floor you. This woman accidentally saved a man from life in prison just by filming a scene at a Dodgers game.
There's a guy who's up for murder. I said, come on. Yes, we saved the guy's life because he was at the real Dodgers game with his daughter. They didn't believe him until that show came out.
And the bloody truth about what DC Curry did to her on the Next Friday set that shut down production? Yeah, we're getting to all of that. We're diving deep into Kym Whitley's absolutely wild Hollywood journey, from getting literally cussed out in auditions to becoming comedy royalty. But trust me when I tell you, nothing could have prepared her for that Tuesday afternoon when a hospital called saying, "Come get this baby or we're putting him in the system."
I hung up, but you know, county workers, they don't have a sense of humor. She called back and she was like, "Ma'am, you have 1 hour to decide." I was like, whoa, people usually have 9 months. What's going on?
Let's start from the very beginning. July 21st, 1961, Cleveland, Ohio. Little Kym Whitley enters the world, but she doesn't stay in Cleveland for long. Her architect father packs up the entire family and moves them to Sudan, Africa, when she's just in elementary school.
The whole family, my father was building schools over there. He's an architect at a firm. My brothers are architects now. And a great life. And we moved from Cleveland, we moved to Shaker.
She spent 6 years in Africa speaking with a full British accent, saying things like, "Mummy, may I have some tea?"
English had a British accent. I said, "Mummy, Mummy."
But 3 days back in Cleveland, that accent was gone. Her mother said she went from, "Mummy, Scotty is such a naughty boy," to, "Hey ma, Scott over here trippin'," in just 72 hours. Growing up with all brothers turned her into the ultimate tomboy. While her mother desperately tried to get her into dresses, Kym was out there absolutely destroying football players in pie-eating contests. This Cleveland girl had no idea that one day she'd be wearing latex outfits that would make Ice Cube fall on the floor laughing. Fast forward to the early 1990s, Kym lands her first major TV role on The Sinbad Show, playing his love interest alongside a young Ray J and Nancy Wilson.
Don't you lie. You're just so man-hungry, your hormones led you here. Now back off, honey, he's mine.
But here's the secret nobody knew. This woman, who would later play Hollywood's sexiest characters, was absolutely terrified of kissing on camera. Listen to her confession.
I have never been good in a love scene. I was never been comfortable with it.
She'd literally break into comedy routines just to avoid intimate moments. Can you imagine? Then came 1993, and everything changed. Her friend Jackie Edmonds, who was a producer on Martin, opened a door that would transform her career.
Look at this pleather, fake pearls, and a Rolex watch.
No agent, no manager, just pure friendship making moves. But that first audition was a complete disaster. Bentley Evans literally dragged her out into the hallway mid-audition and gave her the wake-up call of her life. That moment flipped a switch in her brain. She walked back into that room and absolutely murdered it. Working with Martin Lawrence taught her the golden rule of comedy. Real comedians don't block funny.
He has always been kind, giving, funny. He won't say, oh, no, don't do that. Like, if you do something funny, that's funny. I'm going to accept that. That's funny. He doesn't stop the comedy. So I had fun with him and Tisha.
Then, 1995 brought the Wayans Bros, and another rejection. Casting director Leah Daniels told her she was too pretty for the role of a deranged fan. But Kym wasn't taking no for an answer. She went to the toy store and bought prosthetic teeth, one gold tooth, the rest crooked as a mountain road. She slept with them in her mouth all night. She woke up with mascara streaking down her face and her hair looking like she'd been electrocuted.
I thought you'd try something like that. Now you're not going anywhere.
The prosthetic teeth. I said, oh, I'm getting this role. I got me some of that little stuff you put in it. Let me tell you something. All night, I slept on it. I woke up that morning and my hair was all over my head. I left. That little bit of mascara had run down here. I left it.
But then, disaster struck right in the middle of the audition.
I turned around, my back to the camera, and I stuck them teeth up in my mouth. One was gold and the rest was crooked. Baby, they said that first line and I turned around. They fell out.
The producers were on the floor, dying laughing. She booked it on the spot. Now we get to 1999 and Next Friday, the role that would change everything.
Oh, Mr. Nasty Time.
It's a nasty time.
They told her she wasn't right for Sugar, but Kym had a secret weapon. During the callback with Ice Cube himself, she reached into that tight dress and pulled out a real bottle of cognac.
I had put, I think, a fake joint all down here. I put a little small bottle of liquor. I was ready. I had my big coat on.
But playing Sugar came with unexpected physical pain. During the spanking scene, DC Curry didn't know they'd add the sound effects in post-production. He was really hitting her.
Go on now.
Help me out. Oh, nice meeting you, Craig.
By the third take, she had blood blisters covering her entire backside. They had to shut down production and bring ice packs for her booty. Both of them were doing their first movie and had no idea what they were doing. And here's something that still haunts her. Ice Cube has footage that she prays never sees the light of day.
Never in my whole career have I been strapped in latex up on a cross thing or whatever I was doing with a whip and dancing. And let me tell you something, whoever has that tape, there is probably 20 minutes. And I know Cube, you got it. There is tape of me in all latex outfits because they put it on a screen in the bedroom. And it's just me dancing. Now that was hard. First of all, I can't dance.
20 minutes of her alone in a studio, dancing in latex when she admittedly can't dance. That footage exists somewhere, and she's terrified it'll surface one day. The year 2000 brought an unexpected blessing. Eddie Murphy personally called her. No audition, no callbacks. Just come get this check.
But Eddie and Uncle Ray and all of them saying, Kym, come get this little quick check. What? Just come over here. Just show up in this scene, do what you do, yell a couple things. I couldn't believe, that's how, I'm telling you how it worked.
The residuals from that tiny role, they were bigger than what she was making on entire TV shows. 2001's Curb Your Enthusiasm remains absolutely legendary. Kym didn't even know who Larry David was. She just saw a cute little white man on TV.
All I knew is there's a little white man on TV and he was funny. That's all. I was like, who that little white man? He's so cute. So I go into the audition. They said, you're going to go in for this Curb Your Enthusiasm. And they gave me a little piece of paper because you got it improv.
Her preparation for playing prostitute Monina was next level.
I will pull a titty out in this thing. I will pull a titty out. Don't you dare do that. I will act like you with me then. I'm with you. I'm with you.
She called Cat Williams for authentic street lingo. They filmed at a real Dodgers game with 400 extras, and this is where divine intervention happened. A man facing murder charges was at that game with his daughter. His lawyer later spotted him in the background of their shot.
There's a guy who's up for murder. He was at the real Dodgers game with his daughter. They didn't believe him until that show came out, and thank God to that PA who let him, you know how they stop you when you're filming? They're like, no, you can't go there filming.
That episode proved his alibi and literally saved him from life in prison. There's a whole Netflix documentary called Long Shot about this incredible story. Throughout the 2000s, Kym kept grinding. The Parkers, the Boondocks, countless comedy shows.
Ain't that the 5th time this week? No, it's the 6th, and it's strictly business. More like funny business.
She was building her empire one role at a time. She even sent Aaron Magruder the wildest thank you gift ever for the Boondocks. a basket with a do-rag, a 40-ounce, a gold chain, and a medicine bottle with a joint inside labeled "break in case of network notes." But nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, could have prepared her for what happened in 2011. It was just a regular Tuesday in Valley Village. Her parents were visiting from Cleveland. Then the phone rang.
Hey, what's happening? Wait, who's this? It's from the hospital. No, I don't want no baby. They left me a baby. You crazy. I don't know what comic this is, but that's funny as hell.
A social worker was calling to say that someone had left a 4-day-old baby at the hospital with Kym's name and number on the toe tag. The social worker gave her exactly 20 minutes to decide.
You know, one of them mean social workers. Yeah. This is not a game. I said, wait, what are you talking about? She was like, such and such left the hospital, left the baby, and left your name. Now, either you can come get this baby. I'm telling you, that's how mean she was. Or we're going to put him in the system. I didn't even know what that was. I said, the system? I said, like the Matrix? I'm still cracking up, right? The lady said, you got 20 minutes. I said, what are you talking about?
Her mother's response absolutely changed everything.
My mother, I'm saying, I love my mother. God rest her soul. My mother, I'm telling you, I'm from a funny family. They are hilarious. My mother said, well, she said, looking around the house. She said, you ain't got no man. She said, you ain't got no kids. She said, you got one dog. She said, now I don't see no men coming through here. I was like, she said, and you old. She said, go get that baby. I said, what?
She had 2 hours to buy a car seat and bassinet. No preparation, no warning. No 9 months to get ready. The social workers arrived at her house with the baby in one arm and a clear trash bag of supplies in the other.
She said, we're going to bring the baby to you. I said, what? She said, you got 2 hours. She said, because you need a car seat and you need a bassinet for the baby to sleep in. I said, huh? She said, you got 2 hours. Go get them. And the social workers are bringing the baby.
Joshua came into her life when she was in her 40s, single, with absolutely zero preparation for motherhood. But Hollywood stepped up in ways she never expected. Vivica Fox met her in a Macy's parking lot with her entire car filled with baby supplies. The Family Guy producers sent her $1,000 worth of diapers. Sherry Shepherd became Joshua's godmother. The entire entertainment industry became the village that helped raise this surprise blessing.
You just do. You get a lot of friends. I was just talking about how Vivica Fox said, meet me in the parking lot on Melrose. What? She had gone to Macy's, cleared them out. Her whole car was filled with baby stuff.
Oprah Winfrey gave her an entire show called Raising Whitley that documented this unconventional journey to motherhood.
Don't give mommy a hug.
No.
Mommy's been gone. Can mommy have a hug?
No.
The blessings that Sherry Shepherd promised would come, they all came true. Work never stopped flowing once Joshua arrived.
I was going to be okay. And Oprah Winfrey gave me a whole show called Raising Whitley about my kid. You know, take the stigma off of adoption.
This is different than adoption, too. This is...
Yeah.
Throughout everything, Kym carries one major regret that still haunts her.
I feel like, you know, that thing in your head, like, I don't want to bother them. But people bother me all the time.
Why don't you want to bother people?
I want them to, I want our friendship to be intact. I don't ever want to be the person that's like, hey, I always feel like I'm saving it. Like no. When I got to accept that award or I got that big part, I'm going to call Lena and I'm going to weigh it against this other part. But I'm going to use that one favorite at one time. So I feel like I'm saving for the ask. But look how long. So I've never asked anybody. Crazy. You already know. You don't have nothing to say because you already know something wrong.
She knows she could have gone further and faster if she just asked for help. Jennifer Lewis was right there. Martin Lawrence was right there. But that fear of being a burden held her back for decades. Today, Joshua is 14 years old. Kym made the decision to use the word adoption from day one, never hiding it, so it would never become foreign or shocking to him. He doesn't call himself adopted. He says he's chosen. His extended family includes dozens of Hollywood aunts and uncles who all stepped up to help raise him. She had 7 engagement rings but never got married, and now she's raising a son she got from a phone call. At 63, Kym Whitley continues her incredible grind. Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix just broke streaming records. Her comedy residency at Jimmy Kimmel's Club in Vegas is selling out every night. Her podcast, Two Funny Mamas with Sherry Shepherd, keeps climbing the charts. Her net worth sits at approximately $3.5 million, all built through decades of turning fear into fuel and rejection into motivation. Currently, she's developing multiple new projects while touring her stand-up across the country, finally working on that comedy special everyone's been demanding for years. She tells young actors her secret to success. It's 90% personality and kindness, only 10% talent. From 7 engagement rings but 0 weddings, to becoming a mom at 40 through a random phone call, from bleeding for her art on the next Friday's set, to raising a surprise son with her Hollywood village, Kym Whitley didn't just survive Hollywood, she absolutely conquered it with prosthetic teeth, latex outfits, and pure fearlessness. Her advice to 16-year-old Kym? Have no fear. Try everything except cocaine. And somewhere in a vault, Ice Cube still has those dancing tapes.